Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Between the Sharks. We are back at the ranch getting ready to do another action-packed, super exciting episode. That's not really what we do around here. We got this brand new box in the mail. Accessories. So gang, here in the box, we have a hydraulic thumb kit for this thing. Man on the internet put this whole contraption together in 3 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can do it in less than 3 hours. Use a sturdy old workbench here. That's it. What it feels like we got is a thumb, 2 hydraulic lines, 1 hydraulic cylinder, a little bit of hardware. Now, I don't know if this thumb is exactly the same as the thumb that's on it. I tried my little heart out to find the cylinder for this thing, because clearly this thumb could be hydraulicable. And then I said to myself, you know what, Self? You often do a lot of research trying to find the right part in order to save a few dollars, because, you know, you didn't need to spend $300 on an entire thumb. You needed to spend $100 on a cylinder. I also said, Self, when you go about it that way, you often end up with 5 extra hydraulic cylinders that didn't work, that cost too much to return, and there you go. You're now $500 in for the 1 cylinder you need, and a lot of aggravation. While I'm still not certain I have succeeded, I've attempted to pay the convenience tax on this in order to make my life easier. So, hopefully, it all fits. There are at least 2 different kinds of setups for these things. So I moved it over to the bench because one of these doodabbers, one of these fittings to come off, so this whole thing is covered in hydraulic oil. It's all right, it's rust proofing, it's fine. Here's what I want to get into though. I did some research on this and I almost went astray. The way that this cylinder functions is the same on all models, I believe. But this end section and this end section are what are unique to your machine. As far as I've been able to tell, there's only 2 different styles. There's this one, if your machine has just a single thingamadoodle here, but there are certain machines that have like this spine of 3 of these. If that's the case, you're gonna want the kit that comes with this L bracket that bolts in, and then the hydraulic cylinder will bolt to the bracket that bolts in. So I'm having to do this with hand signs because I don't have one of those. I do see some very subtle differences in the thumbs. This one, you can see it kind of spreads out, kicks out right here. You can see a little notch that's been some part of the forming process. This guy that came with the machine is pretty straight up. Genuinely don't really think it matters. Ladies and gentlemen, I am shocked. I have 2 big honking wrenches. I was quite certain I was going to be on a goose chase for most of the afternoon, but here we are. Here we are. Let's see how bad this thing wants to fight. Also got it resting on the ground because we're pulling the hydraulic lines and taking them loose, at least on the accessory. And this one I'm pretty sure is a single pump. So I don't know a lot about hydraulics, but I know enough to be aware. Gotta be aware. Obviously we'll be saving every little piece. This we will probably repurpose into something. All right, this one is the hell on there. All right, there we go. There we go. So it's interesting because there are certain points like here that are without grease fittings. So I'll grease this whole contraption as we assemble it. Come on, get out of there. Get out. While we're at it, grease the snot out of this guy. All right, so I'm just pulling all the bolts out. We're gonna go and hit everything with a little bit of lubrication before we even try to fit it all together, because why not? All right, that's jammed in there. That's not good. Not sure if it's really noteworthy. I mean, it is, you know, these are inexpensive pieces, but there don't appear to be bushings in any of these. It just appears to be steel tube, but, you know, 300 bucks. And this end does not have a Zerk fitting, so back together. Borrow all that grease. Alright. Goes that. Not gonna fit there, so I guess it's gonna fit there. No, nope, not gonna fit there either. Round 3. That's all you gotta do, gang. That's it. Guys, I am greasy. Alright. So now it just appears to be a matter of these hoses, which seems straightforward. If they fit, they fit. If they don't, I guess we need some adapters. Let's figure it out. Alright, that's simple enough. Cool. Tighten everything down after we get everything on. All right, everything seemed to go on just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and cinch everything down, triple check our grease, and then we'll give it a whirl, I guess. So this thumb cost me $320 or something like that. It's becoming typhon. I'm not really sure how you say it. I don't know. They manufacture machines, but this is a Vicsec. It's the one thing that seems tricky about these things at the moment, because there's not a lot of experts or dealers around me, at least. Feels like there's a limited number of styles of these things, but they're all subtly different. Now you can order one with the hydraulic thumb attached. And I mean, everyone in the world seems to recommend having one, so that's not a bad deal. At a $350 attachment though, you gotta decide, do you wanna spend the half hour to put it on, or do you wanna spend whatever it takes to get it? You can get it for a better deal, then get it. So not bad at all. It's a few bolts, 1, 2, 3, some grease fittings, and 2 hoses. So I'll double check everything. These are nylocks, so they're tight, but not tight, because obviously everything's a pivot. We'll just keep an eye on the looseness. And then I'll double check these hoses. I did cinch them down, but did not want to over tighten them. Everything threaded like it was supposed to. You know, sometimes when you get new parts and they're inexpensive, blah, 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 you start thinking you're gonna cross thread stuff. Didn't happen today, so yeah, I just want to double check, because what I don't want to have happen is me fire this thing up and these hoses blow out and me dump all the hydraulic fluid in this machine all over the garage. And most importantly, me. All right, we're in the old driver's seat. Everything seems properly connected. Not much excitement about tightening down some fittings until we turn it on and they spray everywhere. So we're back on for that. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's see. Hey. Let's go see if we can pick something up, right? Just for funsies, we've got some cinder blocks and stuff. Just want to see if we can move them around, you know? So I'm just messing around here, but this thing is doing damage on some privet. So let's see what it'll do. All right, so first of all, I still don't have the hang of this thing. That should be no surprise to anybody, but the utility of this and the strength of the whole contraption is pretty great. I did not mean to be pulling privet out, but it was kind of fun, and it was a little seat time and a little bit of practice. It's obviously not the greatest tool for the job. I think a pruning saw would level all that pretty quickly, but hey, look, now you can see the crappy camper mo better. As I always say, we got a lot to do around here, so if you're into this stuff, please subscribe. Means the world to me. Makes the YouTube world go round. I actually bought that thumb for many, many reasons, but also mostly to help with stuff like this kind of dangerous collapsing junk, to help demo it and pull things out safely into piles, load it into a truck to dumpster, off the property it goes, so that we can start repairing this building, eventually this lean-to. The list just goes on and on. So I do think the 300 American dollars I spent on that is going to be well worth it in safety and back savings. And if you're looking at buying one of these machines, I would say consider buying one with a thumb on it. Definitely not too difficult for you to install yourself. You know, you just do the math on your money, because it's your money, pal. All right, thanks for watching Between the Sharks, and we will see you next time when we do who knows what. It's gonna be great.